Ah, that's much better, isn't it? Oh yes, we're back with live commentary in this episode, and I do apologize for the shorter duration on the previous one, but that was unavoidable, you know. Anyway, things happen, technical problems. Let's move on. Anyway, as you can see right here, we're ready. We're basically all ready to go to the dance floor, suffice it to say. Yeah, not really ready, because I actually should have 82 in our party at the moment, but unfortunately I just haven't had the opportunity, and also the money. I actually don't have that much money anymore. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to try and defend Drobin against, well, Oleg and a couple of federal machine gunners and things like that. So let's see what we can do here. Now, obviously this is going to be a bit tricky. This is going to be a bit tricky. As you can see, Igor, Yevgen, and Ivan, I've actually made them into generals because, personally, I feel like they're high enough level. I think Yevgen is level 8, Igor is obviously level 10, and Ivan is level 7 or 6, something like that, and they've got a pretty good spread of stats. So I generally thought to myself, okay, you know, let's just send them in and see what they can do, and hopefully they're going to be okay. Anyway, what we're going to do here is we are basically just going to send most people to go around this flag here. And there's a reason for that. I basically want to try and lure most of the enemies over to one control point, and then from then on, basically just defend that. And if we can do that, I think we will have a really, really good shot of basically just winning in general. So, you know what I mean? Just basically inflicting more casualties than the enemy knows what to do with, and then, you know, going from there and seeing what happens. I hope that that's going to work out nicely. If it doesn't, then, well, you know, that's just how it goes. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe we can move this around here, move that around there. There we go. Wow, there's actually a lot of people that we can get onto the battlefield at this point. That's pretty nice. All right, so I am basically ready as well. I've got 5 medkits. I've got a whole bunch of ammunition. And I've still attempted, by the way, I have still attempted to try and find better armor, but for some reason I just cannot. I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but there it is anyway. So yeah, anyway, talking about better armor and finances and things like that, my finances for my faction, they generally are, well, they generally do get replenished every single 24 hours. And I think that's what actually happens. So the taxes and things that you gain from your towns and stuff like that, that is the thing that is going to kind of mean the most in your faction funds. So that's what I found out, at least. So maybe that's going to help some of you as well, because I know that a couple of people are asking how to get faction funds, and I don't know whether it is actually financial in terms of the skill that the companion has. It kind of makes sense that it is. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that those people that have commented that are wrong. I'm just trying to say that maybe there's an alternate thing that also contributes to the overall amount that you're going to get from your finances. And yeah, I think that actually might be it. So yeah, that's pretty cool in my opinion, because that means that the taxes and things that we're hopefully going to be able to get from our oh wow, this is not going well, from our towns, as I was saying, are hopefully going to be pretty good. This is bad. Yeah. Yeah. I can't command these guys, as we know. Can't command them at all. So I will have to do something by myself. They've taken this flag over here. I'm just trying to be really, really careful here. Okay, let's try and reload. You know, I wish I had grenades, but I don't have enough throwing proficiency, which is a big problem. Okay, I'm hitting their heads and things like that. We're not taking too much damage. We're peeking around the side, doing some good damage ourselves, getting some kills here and there. But obviously, it's not going to really be enough unless I can get my people to actually come up here. But they are firing. Oh no. This is bad. Oh my. I don't really know what to do here. This is problematic. I'm being shot at. I'm gonna have to drop down here. Gonna have to heal myself. I lost a whole bunch of helmet protection, which is bad in itself. Where's the enemy that's shooting me? Oh, those guys over there. You see them? Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, we killed one at least. But there's not much more I can do. It's just me and my guys. You know, it's just me and my guys against, what, over 100 units? And pretty good units at that. Oh, maybe I can take this flag back. Hey guys, don't shoot me just yet. Okay, he's dead. No, 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 no. Don't shoot me just yet, thanks very much. Whoa, that's a lot of gunfire. That's a lot of gunfire. Okay, so I'm just sneaking around here. Maybe I can get out through here, can I? No, it seems like I can't get out through there. Maybe I'll just stay around the corner here or something. Oh, hello. There's another one of them dead. I mean, generally, I think we should be okay, but it's just these guys being so aggressive in their attacks, and that is making it very difficult for us. Wow, those machine gunners. Wow. Can you hear anything? Can you actually hear anything? Because I can't. It is absolutely deafening at the moment. That is crazy. Okay. I think we're okay though. I think we're actually doing pretty well considering. I mean, we're losing some people, but that is to be expected. Let's just try and shoot these guys. Oh, I'm running out of ammunition, you know. I'm gonna run out of ammunition before all these guys are dead. 100% on that. Kind of wish they didn't have so many machine gunners, to be honest. I think that's maybe a bit too much. Personally, I feel like maybe the Atoll Federation should maybe... Oh, nice grenade! Yes! That was a great throw right there. Or, you know, firing of a grenade launcher or whatever it is. But yeah, I feel like the Atoll Federation might do well to have a different unit be their main thing that they tend to use in all of their armies. So not all of the machine gunners, for example, because most of these guys are all machine gunners. And it is making things very tricky for us, but obviously that is I mean, that's supposed to be the case, isn't it? I mean, that generally is supposed to be the case. So let's see what actually happens here. I mean, we're going to end up losing a lot of people either way, but if we can... Oh, enemy squads are fleeing. That's fantastic. Hello, you're trying to shoot me. I'm going to take you out. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're taking back the flag. That doesn't really matter at this point. I'm being shot from somewhere. Where? I don't know where I was shot from. But it seems like most of the enemies are actually okay over here. Oh, we lost our grenadier, the one that got that quad kill. That was really nice of him, to be honest. Oh, it's actually quiet. It's actually a little bit quieter. Okay, people are still firing. I'm not seeing anyone here. I've got to be super careful, though. Got to be super... Oh, hello. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Got to be super careful. Oh, there's actually someone behind us. Never mind. He got killed by our train infantry. That's really nice. Okay, so I think we might actually be on the verge of a victory here. We might. We might be able to actually win this. Wouldn't that be an absolute astonishing feat for us to accomplish? I don't know whether it's actually going to be possible. Let's face it. I mean, just see how many enemies there actually are. Oh, there's a whole bunch. Oh, no. I do not want to go up there. That is a death sentence. That is really bad. Okay, so wait a minute. Maybe what we can do... I'm actually going to move these guys over here to try and support those other squads. And then we're basically just going to wait here. And we're just going to try and do as much damage as we can. Because that is basically all I can do to try and get a victory here. And I'm trying to be a bit sneaky here as well, but as you can see, there are people dead here. I don't really want to go too far away from my forces because that's just going to end up in me dying. You know, that is really just going to end up in me dying. And if I can maybe protect the flag a little bit more, we're losing some trained infantry, but that's okay. We can actually recoup those losses, I think, pretty easily, because we do have those academies that give us trained infantry, and we can then recruit them, but we are losing a whole bunch to federal sharpshooters, and that is a bad thing. That is a real bad thing. I'm not entirely sure what we can do here. I mean, I think we just basically have to wait. Let's actually get my Mojave squad. Let's actually get them out of here, shall we? Let's actually get them out of here, and we'll actually deploy them and see if they can do some damage. I think that could be pretty cool. Oh, there's some more. Take them out. Yes. Cossack rebel fighters. And we got some more people over there as well. I'm running out of ammunition though. Gotta be a bit careful. I don't see enemies. They're actually fleeing. They're actually fleeing. We're losing a whole bunch of militia snipers, probably because they're not good enough to face against the actual might of those federal sharpshooters. They are so good. They really are. Got him. Okay. Phew. Spent a lot of ammunition on that one guy, that's for sure. A bit too much, in my opinion, but, well, what can you do? What can you do? Alright, so it seems like we might actually achieve victory here. Can you believe it? Such a hailstorm of bullets coming our way from basically everywhere. And we've actually lost one squad. We lost one squad. Are you serious? I didn't even know. I didn't even know. That is really bad. Gonna have to send these guys over here to try and support our people, and I'm gonna try and see if I can maybe... I'm just gonna defend this flag here, to be honest, because it seems like someone was attempting to take it back, but if I can see them, then I will try to take them out. But I'm not seeing anyone right now, so I don't think we need to worry too much. I think we might have this. I think we might have this. I'm actually going to go over to the area where most of our people are actually fighting now and see if maybe I can help out a little bit. Yep, there's a federal infantry. Take him out. And there's actually another one, I think, somewhere there too, but I can't really see them because they are so heavily... Oh, there's another one right there. Oh, more enemy squads are fleeing. Okay, fantastic. This is great. This is actually fantastic. This is really, really nice. Okay, so that means... but we only have a couple of enemies remaining. I think the Mojave squad actually did get them... Oh no, they haven't been eliminated completely. I think one of our other squads was eliminated. And now there are only 5 enemies remaining. Can you believe it? Can you believe that we were able to achieve such a decisive... Well, it's not even decisive, really. It was... I think we probably could have defended against maybe another 30 or so unit... Well, no, maybe I'm pushing it a little bit there. Maybe another 20 or so units, maybe 25, maybe something like that. But I am really, really surprised we were actually able to do that. That is kind of crazy. So let us now move these guys over here, and we're just going to try and sweep across, and we will try and eliminate the last remaining squad of units that has come in here. But I am very, very disappointed in the fact that most of our units, most of our garrisoned units, should I say, were eliminated so incredibly easily. And I'm actually going to suggest something. I don't know how difficult this is for the developers to do, but I'd like to make a suggestion on being able to control the garrison squads. Because if we can control the garrison squads, I mean, I know that's going to be very difficult because of the menu at the bottom here. How is it going to work with you being able to see, you know, all their numbers and things like that? But I think all that needs to be done, really, is being able to control these little things here, these little representations of the squad on the map. Because obviously, when you're seeing your garrison population, all you see are these little blue dots. And you can't actually do anything else with them. And I think that maybe it would be a cool idea if you could control them. That's my suggestion, because if you're able to control those squads, then it's going to make all the difference in a siege defense in this way. Because you just saw, I mean, you saw it yourself. You saw how insanely crazy the amount of casualties we suffered at the hands of the attacking force, literally just because they were standing out in the middle of nowhere right here. Look at this. This is where all of these deaths happened, and because the enemy, well, actually, wait a minute, we're seeing enemy deaths oh yeah, we're seeing enemy corpses on the map as well as allied corpses. My bad. Okay, never mind. But most of our guys died from around here, and the enemy was coming over here, and obviously they have the high ground. It's going to be much easier for them to completely destroy us in every single way. But as you can see right there, look at that. We gained so many kills and so much experience and 60,000 credits. It's very nice. There you go. And oh, look at that. Oh, yes. We now have retrieved a whole bunch of machine guns. We got Spetsnaz helmets as well, which is going to be even better for us. And, oh yeah, I actually found out something pretty cool, which I would like to show you in just a second. Hopefully I won't forget about it, because you know me, I generally tend to forget about things if I'm thinking about all kinds of different stuff, and I want to mention it. But look at this. Yes, we're able to take all of these guys. Unfortunately, I still don't have any attempts left because that is a bug, and apparently, according to some of you, that is actually going to be fixed in the upcoming patch, because the new build has just been pushed to the beta branch on Steam, and that's obviously a thing that definitely needs to be fixed, because I'd love to be able to recruit all these guys. I mean, you can imagine, look at it, look at all these FCA Grenadiers. Imagine being able to take all of those guys, put them into their own squad, and then just have a grand old time. But obviously that's not going to happen at the moment. So I'm just going to take some more Federal Infantry then, I guess. And what else do I want to take here? Well, yeah, FCA Riflemen, I suppose. Those guys are going to be a little bit better than the Cossack Rebels, I assume. I guess. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Oh, there's actually not many more. Alright, well, there you go. That's basically all I can take. And then we will see what happens with Drobin. So, yeah, as you can see, the garrison is absolutely awful. So, I am actually thinking of making Ivan... He's injured. Yeah, it seems like all of these guys are injured, so we're going to have to wait for them to be back on their feet before we do anything about them. And let's go into the barracks here, actually, and let's get some more trained infantry, because I am going to need that for our squads here. So let's get Atacama, let's get them kitted out a little bit here, and let's just start auto-equipping and leveling up all of our guys. That is basically what we will need to do. There we go. Actually kind of sad that we lost most of the Sonoran squad, because they were really, really good. They still are good, but obviously they took the brunt of the damage for the most part, which is kind of bad. But that's war, you know? That's war for you. You can't really do much about it in the case of casualties, at least in this case. So let's have a look here. Let's see if I can maybe repair some of our buildings. And oh yeah, you should also be aware that I did get a whole bunch of iron as well, and a whole bunch of wood from our various enterprises and buildings and things like that. So that's really, really nice. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the thing I wanted to tell you, so I'm going to tell you about that in just a second after I've sold all of this stuff. Whoa, that's a lot. Yeah, yeah, I probably need to trade back a couple of these pieces here. There we go. Alright, that's going to be good enough. Anyway, so yeah, so what I did was I actually went into Lipno, right? Yeah, I believe we took Lipno in the previous episode. And I saw that there were these pants, and I equipped these pants. I actually bought these pants a while ago, and I was looking through the marketplace for some armor, and these pants actually have 13 night camouflage, which I think is pretty awesome. And now we have enough throwing proficiency to be able to use some grenades, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to equip 2 grenades, and I will be building some more buildings, of course, constructing some more buildings, and then we'll see what we can do with that. Otherwise, I'm going to continue increasing leadership, because I would like to get to 9 leadership, and then I can get another point in command skill, hopefully. I hope that that is actually the case. I think so. I think it will probably be the case. Anyway, yeah, we should probably sell a whole bunch of these. Oh, yeah, we do have some... don't we have some federal machine gunners or something like that? I think we do have some of them. Or maybe they were all killed. Were they all killed? No, this guy... Yeah, he's already using a Mini 24, which is actually the machine gun that they use. And this guy, yeah, obviously they're all using that. So let's have a look at the Spetsnaz. Their machine gun, no, their machine gun is absolutely awful. So nothing good there for them. I'm just looking through here to see if I can maybe give them a machine gun instead, and maybe that would make them a little bit better, some of these units. But I think from an accuracy and a long range perspective, it is just not a viable option, really. Anyway, what we're going to do here is I think we're probably going to go for... Wow, there's actually not many buildings left to do here. So I think we're actually just going to go for a big warehouse. And we will go for a... Should we go for large barracks or should we go for something else? Maybe we should just go on to a different town here for a second. Let's go to Berezno and see if I can maybe do something there. That might make sense. So let's have a look. Is there... Oh yeah, there's quite a bit more here to do. So shall we go for some more trained marksmen? Yeah, let's get some more trained marksmen. So my main goal at the moment is to get a whole bunch of trained marksmen, trained infantry, and things like that. Because if I can get like a really good mix of medium to short range... I'm still going to be using Spetsnaz as well, by the way. I'm going to probably put the Spetsnaz into its own squad with shotguns, and maybe we'll see what we can do with them, because obviously they're going to be able to then just charge at the opponent really, really easily, and then maybe do a lot of damage that way, which would be pretty cool. Anyway, for the moment, these machine guns, I'm going to be selling them, because they sell for such a great deal of money, and what we're going to do is I will buy some shotguns for our Spetsnaz guys. Is there anything else that I can actually get here? Anything better? Anything better than these? These are 12 gauge. Yeah, these are 12 gauge. So I'm actually just going to buy all 4 of these. That's 26,000. That's actually not going to be a big deal. Just wait and see. Yeah, this is going to be really, really easy to do. So we're just going to swap a whole bunch of these. Swap these as well. And that's all I can actually do, because I think the merchant has run out of space. Yes, the merchant has run out of space, so the best thing that I can do is probably get more of this ammo to trade. And then I can trade a whole bunch of extra stuff. And now we're actually making money, so yeah, it's pretty cool to have a big inventory size. It's going to really help out in many, many ways. And then let's just sell some of this. Sell some of the pistols, sell that, and there we go. Okay, I think that's pretty cool. So now what we can do is I'm actually going to be making a... let's actually just take the Sonorans. So the Sonorans are now going to become a sort of blitzing kind of squad, I suppose you could say. And we're just going to take all of our Spetsnaz guys. And well, most of them. We've got 5 so far, so I need another 2, and these 2 will probably make do with that. So the Sonorans are now going to be... Let's give them a different icon so we know which one are actually the ones with the shotguns and things like that. So let's put these guys... Actually, I could just... Oh no, I can't do auto group up in this case because I want to make sure that we select the right units. But anyway, okay, so some of these guys will have longer range rifles. So I'm actually going to take these long range rifles and we're going to take them away. I'm going to leave them with the VA valves because they are meant to be using those. Maybe with the exception of 2 of them. So I'm actually just going to take 2 of them away, and then we will be giving them shotguns because they do have a pretty significant shotgun proficiency. As you can see, they have 100, which is just crazy. And then we will give them that. There we go. Okay, so that is really nice. So they actually have really good gear too. As you can see, most of them are running with some really, really nice gear. And these guys can then be cannibalized into maybe the Antarctica squad or something like that. Maybe Gobi squad. I do need to change this as well. Let's change it to this, I guess. And then we'll place these guys in here instead. There we go. Alright, so that is pretty fantastic. There we go. We equipped this guy with a new weapon as well. He's actually going to be using this. Is this good for him? Yeah, that is actually really good for him. As you can see, he's got 88 rifle proficiency, which is actually really nice. And otherwise, I'm going to just have to do a little bit more building. Let's have a look at what's in the storage here. Yeah, so there's more iron here that I can take. And I think the lumber mill is going to be done relatively soon too. So let's actually just take the luxury wine from here. And I'm going to go over to Minov real quick, because that's somewhere that I haven't been for a long time, and I could potentially sell quite a bit here. Yeah, 8.2k, that's pretty nice. Sell all the wine. We should probably sell the gas mask and all the other stuff here as well, because I don't need it, and it's always good to have some space. And then we can also take a look at the armor. Yeah, it seems like nothing really requires more armor proficiency than 50? Is that just me? Yeah, maybe 55, but I have 100 in armor proficiency, so you would expect it maybe to have a little bit more, but oh well, never mind. It's not really a big deal, I suppose. Not at the moment, at least. So the scar, I'm going to keep that and maybe give that to someone else. The AKM I can probably sell, and we can sell some of these helmets as well. There we go. Alright, so that is pretty fantastic. Now, what we can do is, actually, I'm going to check to see what their weapons are like here, because they might have some more shotguns. They don't have more shotguns. Well, that's unfortunate, but, you know, what are you going to do otherwise? Let's get some more medkits as well, because I'm definitely going to need some of those. Thank you very much. I mean, I eat them like candy. So, yeah, I'm probably going to put another one on there, and then we're pretty good. Yeah, I've actually got 33 night camouflage as well, so next time we do any kind of attack or maybe a defense, maybe it would be a good idea to do something in the nighttime. That might make sense. Anyway, let's have a look at the mercenary camp here. Ooh, FCA Grenadier. I'm going to take that. Thank you. Yes. Let's put him in with the Sahara squad. Sounds like a good plan to me. And we can actually auto-equip him as well. Oh, no, no. It seems like the VFA fighter wanted to have the VA Val and 100 rifle proficiency these guys have. That's pretty crazy. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Then what else do we have here? Can I build something? I could build some more stuff. Maybe large barracks, apartments. I kind of want to see what Gorinka's doing, to be honest, more than anything. We could get a trained marksman here as well. Maybe I want to do that. Let's do it. Why not? I'm splurging like no one's business. I am literally just spending money like no tomorrow. Like no tomorrow, basically. Okay, so let's actually take these guys out of here and we'll put them into the Kalahari squad, because that seems to be a bit more making sense. And then we will remake Antarctica once again, but I think... Oh yes, Gorinka has a really good defensive rating now as well. As you can see, they have 4 shields. So that's pretty cool. Lipno is doing okay as well, as you can see, because Anna is the mayor there, and that's making a big difference to us too. I actually have no more food left, so it's actually really nice that I noticed that, because now we can take some of these vegetables and we can go into the marketplace, see if there's any shotguns. They do have some shotguns, but I don't know whether I really want to buy them right now. Maybe I'll buy one. I'll buy one. Is there anything else here that I really want to get? Well, maybe we should check the armor situation. 47 armor proficiency. So it seems like I may have wasted a couple of points in the proficiencies there, which is a little unfortunate. But what about the buildings here? We should get... Oh, we should definitely get the marketplace. Shouldn't we get the marketplace or the airport? Something like that? Let's get the airport. Why not? The airport's definitely going to make sense, because that will give us a pretty sizable amount of income, I think. And we should probably get... Oh, yeah, I don't have any more money. You know, I don't have any more money. It's really terrible when you don't have any money, isn't it? Especially when you want to recruit all these guys, and yeah, it's just not going to work out too well. So I'm actually going to attack these guys. There's only 6 of them, but they're probably going to give us a pretty decent amount of cash. Alright, so they gave us about 11,000 from that particular fight. I didn't obviously show it because, let's face it, it's just 6 mountain bandits. But 11,000, you gotta think about this. It's only 6 guys, and they gave me 11,000. So having these lower parties around is a really good way to make cash. And speaking of that... yeah, I'm actually thinking. I'm thinking with my head. Isn't it amazing? Yes, I never usually do that. Anyway, this is actually going to be really cool. I am going to be, because I obviously cannot persuade them. As you can see, I have 0 attempts left. This is a bit of a bug. So because it is a bug at the moment, I'm actually going to sell these prisoners, and you could just look. Look at how much money that is. Look at this. I'm going to sell these. Even though I would love to be able to take these, there's just no point. There's really no point because I cannot do it with 0 persuasion attempts. And that's exactly a good way to go about it. And I know in other games like Mount & Blade, for example, slave trading in some mods is very lucrative. And, well, that's the same here. So I'm very, very pleased to see that, to be honest. Okay, so let's have a look at some bread here. I think it would be quite nice to get some bread, get some fruit as well. And we should probably sell these things too, shouldn't we? We should sell the M4s. We should probably sell a couple of those as well. There we go. Alright, so we did buy another shotgun too, so we should probably equip another one of our guys with that. There we go. And you know what? We should probably cannibalize Mojave too and put that in the Arctic squad. Okay, so yeah, these guys are pretty good. These fellows leveled up too. Oh, they leveled up as well. Very nice. That quickly? Wow. That's kind of impressive. Okay, so now I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money so quickly, and that is the crazy thing about prisoners. If you take prisoners and you take a whole bunch of them, it's really great. So now what I can do is I could get Posner fighters. I could get Posner fighters, or I could get FCA riflemen. You know what? Let's get 4 of these VFA fighters, and let's get. Oops, did not mean to do that. I spent money on something that I didn't want to get, but that's okay. And let's put these guys into there, apart from this guy. And then we'll just auto-equip. Wow, these guys come with SKKSs? I am very surprised they come with SKKSs. Okay, that is actually kind of crazy. Alright, so we now have 82,000. That's perfectly fine. Technically, I could... You know what? Let's go into the prisoner's hold here as well. I'm going to take all these. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is crazy. This is really, really nice. So if you are having problems and you have a whole bunch of prisoners, if you're having problems with money, that is, and you have a whole bunch of prisoners, just do this. Because even if you are able to persuade them to join you, that's fine. But if you have money problems, then obviously it's definitely a good idea to go with something like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go over here because these guys are actually okay now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Ivan and I'm going to appoint him mayor of Drobin. And even though he doesn't have a good city management by any means, he has 0, that is not actually a thing that matters too much. It just basically affects construction speed. So it's not really a big deal. The only reason I did it with Anna is so that she could be the de facto mayor and she could basically just make it so that any building was created extremely quickly. And I thought that was a really good idea. Anyway, let's go into Drobin here for a second because lo and behold, they actually have a whole bunch of Posner Sniper Elites, FCA Grenadiers, and all kinds of other stuff like that. So we can just sell them. Look at this. 9.3k, 8k, 10k for these FCA Grenadiers. It's just ludicrous. And now we can actually go to the mercenary camp once again. And we should buy some more VFA fighters. And do they have anything else? They do have some FCA Grenadiers too. And FCA Riflemen. I think that's pretty good. And we can just put these all in there. There we go. Apart from this guy. Apart from that guy. That one guy. Yes. Alright, so we have a pretty decent shot at being able to do something now. So what I would like to do is actually do battle with a slightly smaller enemy just to level up our forces a little bit, because obviously experience from victories is much more important than individual experience. So I think maybe what we should do is take out a bandit camp or something. Are there bandit camps nearby to us? No. There are no bandit camps nearby to us. So we're going to go into the bandit camp here, under the cover of night, and we will try to eliminate this bandit camp. Obviously, I'm going to be mostly using units that we have just gotten. So I'm going to try out the new Spetsnaz guys with their shotguns. I'm going to try out Mojave, Antarctica, Kalahari. I basically could get all of them, actually. Yeah, I basically could get all of them. So it's actually not even a big deal. All right, so let's just do that. And these guys are going to be coming in from here. Okay, so what we need to do is basically get to the top very, very fast indeed. So let's just try... Where's... oh, there's these guys. Okay, so these guys are going to go around the side. And they're basically going to be charging everywhere. That's what they're going to be doing. They're just going to be charging everywhere. Let's get these guys up here. We're just going to get them to rally in that area. And then we're just going to split them out just a little bit like this. I'm not really going to do this too accurately or anything like that. Because let's face it, I don't really need to. These guys are just armored marauders. They're not really going to be that difficult. There are 38 of them. So obviously we do have to be a bit careful. But in the grand scheme of things, in comparison to what we've just been through, the utter hell that was fighting against those federal units, those machine gunners just pouring lead at us again and again and again, was monstrous. But yeah, these guys, not so much. These guys are going to be a little bit more lenient, but they are still going to be dangerous. So we have to be still careful, still a bit careful. So I'm here, I'm waiting. Let's move these guys a little bit further out, just in case, you know, someone wants to get grenade happy or something like that. I'm going to be very interested to see how our Sonorans do. I'm actually going to just put them out into, like, kind of nowhere, really. Because what I want to do is I want to make it so that we engage our opponent, and then we send the Sonorans in just when they are in disarray. So I'm hopeful that maybe one of our FCA Grenadiers will fire... Ooh, hello, hello. There's actually someone already here. So I'm hopeful that, yes, our FCA Grenadier guys will maybe fire a grenade. Maybe that will do a little bit of confusing of the opponent. And, well, okay, yeah, these terrorists are already getting murdered by our trained marksmen. That's exactly the reason why I have constructed so many sniper academies as well. Because, you know, leave it a couple of days, and you're going to see huge amounts of wonderful trained marksmen ready to join you. And look at this. Oh yeah, we have a whole bunch of units, and I am going to be telling my Sonorans to go in straight up. Yes, just go in straight up and see what we can do. Some of our Spetsnaz are already getting killed. I'm not sure whether they are the Sonoran party just yet, but we'll see what happens in a second. So I'm actually just going to shoot this guy if I can. There we go. That was an armored marauder, and our Sonorans are coming in. Let's just tell them to go straight on in there, see what they can do with their shotguns. Are they going to get all killed? I hope they don't get all get killed, to be honest. Because they were pretty expensive. So maybe we should tell them to get back. Are they... yeah, they're taking a lot of damage. But look at how much damage they're dealing. They're doing so much damage. That is actually kind of crazy. Yeah, did you see that? They're actually still killing things. They're actually still killing things because they are refusing to retreat. That is crazy. That is crazy. I'm actually kind of happy with this. You know what? This is giving me a whole bunch of other ideas. Oh yes, it is. This is giving me so many ideas now, because I know that actually someone did give me this suggestion, and I was already thinking about it, but I kind of didn't really, you know, didn't really think that maybe it would work. But then when one of you suggested it, I thought, okay, let's try it. You know, let's try it out, see what happens. There's another 33,000 credits, a little bit of experience. Basically, all we want to do is just level up our guys as much as possible, and we already get a whole bunch of loot too. So that obviously makes a big difference. And we can also take some prisoners as well, which is great. So yeah, now we have these guys that are going to be leveling up. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're going to level up 4 times. That's nice. We can get these guys leveled up 3 times. That guy leveled up twice. Couple more there as well. But yeah, basically this gives me another idea. This gives me an idea that what we should do now, this gangster is leveling up. What is he good at? SMG? Shotgun? Okay, yeah, I'm probably going to put him in a garrison somewhere or something like that. But anyway, this gives me another idea. Basically the idea is get these guys and get another party. Oh yes, get another squad of these guys and send them in together so that there's 14 Spetsnaz, well, maybe 100 proficiency shotguns. I think they probably won't be when you first recruit them, but, you know, just get those guys, equip them all with shotguns, and then send them in all together at the same time. Can you imagine how devastating that would be? Oh, I think that would be pretty crazy. Anyway, so yeah, I'm hopeful that, yeah, so that Drobin is now being looked after there, and I am going to be doing a little bit more management off screen. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for some time in some area, probably at Gorinka, and hopefully my buildings will be able to get me some automatic taxes, and then at that point we will be able to start building more buildings and so on and so forth. And hopefully then we will be able to launch an attack somewhere else. I think we're probably going to be taking Zashkiv next, because that's right on our border, and that seems to be the one to go for. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.